dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. I was not crying or nothing.
What did you do to it? Like, how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What?
In one of the most incomprehensible crimes that the nation has ever seen, a newborn baby is found deceased at Artesia General Hospital in New Mexico. Where exactly the baby was found is what makes this case so shocking. Even more gut-wrenching is the unbelievable lengths a young woman went to in an attempt to cover up her monstrous deed. In the early morning hours of January 27, 2023, 19-year-old Alexi Treviso, also known as Lexi, checked into the emergency room at Artesia General Hospital as she was experiencing lower back pain.
Okay.
Her mother, Rosa Treviso, accompanied her. It wasn't uncommon for her to endure this sort of pain, as she was known to have hip and spine problems. However, this instance would prove to be something different. Around 1:40 a.m., Lexi informs the medical staff that she needs to use the restroom. During this time,
Oh, was
her
she
mother
giving
checks on her
birth?
to make sure that everything is okay.
Oh, was she giving
15
birth?
minutes go by before a nurse does the same.
Was she
But
giving
Lexi
birth at
claims
that
that she's
moment?
merely having trouble going to the bathroom. However, the nurse is growing suspicious of the noises she can hear from inside. It sounds as though the paper towel dispenser is being used over and over again, while the toilet is being flushed several times and the sink is continuously
She
running.
tried to flush the baby
It was all
down the
very
fucking...
strange. After 20 minutes and no sign of Lexi, the medical team has
Did they not
become
know she
extremely
was- did
worried
they not know she was
and
pregnant?
notifies her that they're going to open the door. However, the teenager beats them to it. As she walks out, no one could have expected the horror scene left behind. The entire restroom is coated in blood.
Oh my fucking
Even
God.
worse, there's blood also dripping down Lexi's legs. She's quickly rushed to treatment, but unbeknownst to the doctors, something unthinkably sinister has just taken place inside that restroom.
But nobody noticed that she no longer had the fucking birth thing?
Around 1:40 a.m.,
She's running like, yeah, she's
Lexi-
running like she's shitting herself. Not really like she's pregnant.
informs the medical staff. Sounds as though the paper towel toilet is being flushed after 20 minutes and extremely
But nobody
worried.
noticed the belly went down. Sufyan, you're a doctor. Doesn't the belly go down immediately after the baby comes out? Because like a lot of water and a lot of stuff comes out? Or does it stay like... Or did they not know she was pregnant?
And notifies her that they're going to open the door.
What?
However, the teenager beat
Yeah.
restroom is coated in blood.
So...
Even worse, there's blood also dripping down Lexi's
Jolly.
legs. She's quickly rushed to treatment, but unbeknownst to the doctors, something unthinkably sinister has just taken place.
Oh yeah,
inside that
she just saw the
restroom.
blood. She just saw the blood.
While Lexi is being checked for injuries, a housekeeper is tasked with cleaning the bloody mess left behind,
Oh my God, bro.
where she notices that the trash can seems
That's
heavier
that's
than
my
usual.
auntie, bro. That's my auntie.
As she looks inside the bin, she makes the utterly tragic finding. What appears to be a newborn baby boy inside a plastic trash
my
bag.
God. Oh my God.
She frantically alerts the
Oh my
nurses who
God.
confirm the sickening news. Sadly,
God.
there are no signs of life.
Andy, what's up, baby?
Officers have just been called to the scene, where medical
Is
personnel
Supergirl?
informed them of the heartbreaking discovery. Police asked to speak with Lexi before being taken to her room, where the shocking truth is
But
only
how-
seconds away from being uncovered.
Okay, how does a pregnant woman come into the hospital and then not know that she's pregnant? And then how does a pregnant woman leave the bathroom and then not know that she's not pregnant anymore? And how does the mother not know that she's pregnant? Because like if she's got lower back pain but she's pregnant, people would be like, yeah, that's normal, you're pregnant. We'll just give you, you know what I mean? There's so many questions, bro. I like so many questions. Lose pussy. It fell out. It fell out, bro. What the fuck? She's just fat, bro. No, she's not fat. Look at her.
We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, she immediately goes for it.
Lexi, I told you about this.
I told you about
I
this.
just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth.
I was not crying or nothing.
Well, now we're not
What
going
did
to
you do to
determine
it?
it.
Okay, stop right here.
I
Stop.
got-
Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her out there as soon as possible. I need your permission to transfer her for medicals. She needs to
She's
be
19.
Oh, you're right. To make sure that you're safe, I need to send you to Loveless to labor and delivery.
Oh my
Could
fucking
you
god.
please agree to that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. I'm gonna work on that. I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering a baby and it looked like you tried to hide it, we do have to have the police involved.
Nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
I know.
Bro, most babies come out and... Wait, don't like a lot of babies come out and not cry, and so you have to like... And sometimes they have to like suck the thing out of the like... Sometimes they got mucus, right? I do believe so. Right? My brother had it, I think. I have to like suck that shit out so the baby... So babies don't just come out and cry, bro. They gotta pat them. Bro, she actually just killed the baby, bro. It wasn't dead. What the fuck? Yeah, bro, this has got to be like, oh
I know.
no.
But the baby's gonna have to be taken for autopsy and
To see if it was born alive or
I'm really sorry, guys.
if she killed it.
I'm sorry.
Before the incident occurred, upon Lexi's arrival at the hospital, she was asked if there was a possibility that she could be pregnant. However, both she and her mother adamantly denied there was any chance. Lexi apparently told the nurses that she was currently on her menstrual cycle. Just to be sure, she was given a pregnancy test. The first wave of shock came with the result. The test came back positive.
So yeah, the hospital did say she looked like Mia Khalifa, and bro, she's for the streets just like Mia Khalifa, bro. Yeah, the hospital did say, hey, are you pregnant? And she said, nope. And the hospital said, bitch, you're pregnant. Like, we can tell you're pregnant, but we can't tell you you're pregnant. You know what I mean? And the hospital tried. They can't just be like, no, bitch, sit down, you're pregnant.
But that obviously wouldn't be the last surprise. Because she's bleeding significantly, Lexi is going to be transported to Lovelace Medical Center in Roswell, New Mexico.
No, I was gonna say.
I'm the charge nurse, sir. If you guys have any questions
I was
for
gonna
me?
say if she bleeds out, she bleeds out. That's what I was gonna say. But no, cause like, can't a bunch of weird shit happen to your brain when you're like pregnant, right? You know how like women get cravings for like eating dirt and shit like that? Like if you can get that, I'm pretty sure you could turn into a killer.
Like how big is the baby?
It's full term.
What? 9 months? Nothing was crying.
Lexi, have you watched the news of the girls that what they do to their babies and what they go to jail?
Nothing was crying.
Oh my god. Bro, she's not even crying. Yo, nothing was crying? Bro, you are not crying. What the fuck? Is this a joke? Am I watching a prank? Is this an April Fool's?
Any other questions? Okay. So as of right
Bro,
now,
she
like
just...
I'm gonna say this, we're gonna have the detectives come over here and they're gonna talk to you, okay? We have to gather some more
Bro, she
information
stuffed
about
the baby, bro.
what's
She
going
went
on.
to the... She...
They'll get your statement. They're gonna get the doctor's
She
statement.
ran like this,
They're
bro.
gonna get
She ran like
everybody's
this.
statements, okay?
She ran like this, like she was
So-
shitting herself.
I don't know everything yet,
Who
okay?
wants
So I'm not
bathroom?
gonna tell you.
And then stuffed
I
the
can't tell
baby
you.
in the toilet and covered it.
All I can
Like
say
she's
is-
not
Hey,
gonna
not
go
the
to jail.
toilet, the bin.
well, right now she's being
Could she
detained.
go to
So she's
jail?
not moving from here at all,
Yeah,
period.
harass is
Okay,
going to
So
jail.
one of us
Is it in your custody?
Like,
yeah, she's detained.
Lexi reportedly seemed as though she was desperately trying to hide her pregnancy from the medical team, in addition to her mom.
Fucking
According to
dumbass.
one of the nurses, when asked to lay down, Lexi would try to maneuver away. Although lower back pain wasn't cause for too much concern, they noticed that she was unable to keep still and
Yeah, she
wasn't,
killed the
quote,
baby.
acting right.
where was the baby at?
I don't know. I have no clue yet. Like I said, I just talked to the charge nurse. We're still getting all the information
Yeah,
right
she's
now. Okay. Once we get
she's
that
not fully
information,
that right now, is
like I
she?
said, the detectives, they can clue you out on everything and talk to you more about it. All right.
She'll probably get in 3 years. You know how it
Unfortunately,
is.
because the baby wasn't showing any signs of life, the medical staff came to the conclusion that there would be no use in trying to resuscitate him,
Fuck.
and he was pronounced dead at 2:28 a.m.
Fuck, bro.
Where did you put the baby at? Tell me the truth. Where did you put in there?
517
Where did you put the baby at?
836 460.
It came out in the bag. You put it in the bag?
Yes.
In what bag? Why didn't you say anything to us? Do you want to get in trouble for this now? You could get in trouble for this.
Bro, is the mama retard? You could get in trouble. Bro, she get life in prison. Like, what do you mean? You could. Little Missy, what you did could have been wrong. You could get in trouble, little Missy, what you did was not right, little Missy. Bro, maybe could you step back and think, she's my daughter. I caused this. My behavior caused this. I killed the child. Maybe the mother's behavior. You could get into trouble for this. No. There's no code, bro. She's getting fucked for this. 100%.
Let me speak to detectives whenever she's ready, okay?
100%.
You ready for the second one?
What just after? It's funny.
The second one is 512 401 333. Last three with that second one.
Rosa leaves the room to call her husband.
I'm back in here, but as of right now, I can't allow her to be back in here. Okay? If you need something, we're not going to stay in here. Okay? Because I think it makes it worse every 3 years.
She's 19, bro. She's a child.
So what we're going to do is we're going to stay on the outside of the door.
You think the baby might have died due to the mucus in its nose and suffocated?
Okay. Like I said,
I mean, it's possible the baby was a stillborn, but I think there's ways to know.
I don't want to be in here kind of adding to
in fact, we got a doctor in chat. Sufyan, I don't know if you know, buddy, but is there a difference when the baby takes the first breath or not? Right? Because I know they've got water in the lungs, right? Is that like, can you tell if the baby took a breath or can you not? Because if the baby never took a breath, then maybe what she's saying is true. Maybe she saw the baby was dead and just like panicked and didn't actually kill the baby. I don't think so. I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I can't tell. Yeah, because I'm thinking of a way, like, right, for them to tell, like, was it born dead? Oh, we can't be sure. I think they can find the error in the lungs. Yeah, no, but Sufyan he's a doctor. My boy Sufyan's a doctor, bro. He's kind of the expert here. Obviously, he's not, like, I don't think he's, like, an expert with babies, but, you know, medical school. Damn, dude. We can't, I don't know if we can tell.
Okay.
An hour goes by and Lexi is still waiting to be transferred.
She suffered an
She's
abortion.
desperate to speak with her mother.
I mean, even then, right? Even if the baby's born and it's dead, she has a responsibility to try to keep the baby alive, especially because she's in the hospital. And the people in the hospital, bro, they can do miracles. Like, these guys can do miracles, you know? Like, if the baby was born, wasn't breathing, they could have helped it. If the baby wasn't moving, maybe they could have done something. Maybe it had a heart condition. Maybe, you know, they could have done something. But she put it in a bag, and it might have suffocated the baby. Like, maybe the baby had a 10% chance, and she made sure it had a 0% chance. You know?
Your mom?
Yes.
Okay.
Not where I'm going.
Yeah, no, she already knows. Detectives.
You going?
Yeah, she should be. Detectives up there talking with her right now. So.
Because I know a lot of people that were born and weren't breathing.
Lexi
I'm
is
worried,
strapped
like,
into a
doing the
gurney and
things
placed
they were
inside of
supposed
the
to know.
helicopter, where she will be
Maybe, who knows?
transferred to Lovelace Medical Center for further treatment. However, the twisted investigation is only just beginning. Tragically, an autopsy would later reveal that there were signs of life after the birth. The baby ultimately suffocated from being placed inside of the Tide plastic trash bag. Because of this,
Yeah.
the death was ruled a homicide. On May 10, 2023, Lexi was placed under arrest and charged with first-degree murder and tampering with evidence. A little over a week later, she was released from jail on a $100,000 bond. She will be
What?
allowed to finish out the school year and attend her graduation without being required to wear an ankle monitor. However, she will have to follow a mandated curfew
What?
along with counseling. If
What?
Lexi violates any of the conditions of her release, she will be required to
I'm done,
await
bro.
her pending
This is,
trial in jail.
The US is retarded. Bro, non-accountable, buddy. You said she's gonna get 3 years. She didn't even get a year. No. No, bro. That's no. That's just the most retarded thing I've ever seen. That is the worst. That is the worst. The worst. The worst. The worst conviction they have ever. Bro. That was the worst condition they have ever given anybody. They gave her a chance. She doesn't deserve one though. Listen. Sufyan, the only way where I can see them saying, okay, we don't know, is if what you said, right? There's no way of knowing that the baby showed signs of life, right? And the guy says, look, I don't know. I don't know. And we can't know if the baby took a breath, if it didn't take a breath, if it was dead, if it was not. But at least she didn't try to save it. At least you can get her on that, right? And trying to tamper with evidence. And not trying to save a human life. You can get her with that. I can't believe they gave her 100K and let her walk out. I can't believe that, bro. That's fucking sickening. She literally got away with murdering a baby and just walked away, dude. This is fucking ridiculous. Bro, if I suffocate a baby in a bag, I go away for life, bro. I go away for life. If I do what she did, I go away for life. It's over. You suffocated a baby, bro. You go away for life. She gets 100,000. Which, by the way, she doesn't have to pay. That's not coming out of her paycheck. It's coming out of the parents. So she gets away with nothing. She doesn't even have to wear an ankle bracelet. She gets away with nothing. Look, man, I understand that people have like postpartum depression. I understand people go fucking crazy. I understand that shit. I understand. I can't let you get away with nothing, bro. She can't fuck up again. She already killed the child, bro. I've never fucked up even a tenth like that. I've never fucked up even a tenth of that. Never. Never. Can she live without knowing she killed a baby? Bro, okay, if I shoot a motherfucker, right, I'm gonna, you know what? They're not gonna do anything to me because I'll say, bro, I have to live with seeing him at night every day. Yeah. Yeah, you can live in jail. Yeah, you can live in jail knowing that you killed your baby. You fucking cunt. No, prison time is ridiculous, bro. None. I thought you were joking when you said 3 years, bro. 3 years seemed like a joke. Listen, she's a 19-year-old. Bro, you wanna be light? You wanna be light on her? Give her 5 years. Give her 5 years. You come out when you're 24, but you get a record. Right? Give her 5 years at least. How the fuck are you gonna charge somebody with homicide, bro? First degree murder. First degree murder. You know what first degree is? First degree is premeditated. That means I planned it. right? Premeditated. Premeditated murder is the worst kind of murder you can get on for. It's the worst. And she got 100K. What the fuck? Yo, like, actual sexism. Actual sexism, bro. And you know what? They didn't care because the baby was a boy. Actual sexism. Actual fucking sexism. I do the same to a baby girl. Bro, they shoot me. They shoot me. They shoot me. Unbelievable. That was, holy shit. What are the comments saying? Hold on, what are the comments saying? That's... Bro, the fact that she was allowed to do this, lied to the nurses, then lied to police, and still was released, allowed to... This is just... Bro, she went to her prom, and after her parents bailed her out of jail and went to the... And when the police came to arrest her, her mother was being super confrontational, saying she couldn't believe her daughter was being arrested. She said she was going to sue the hospital like they did something that's all disgusting. The parents were also laughing when the police officer was in the hospital. I assume there's the father of the baby. And these people are right, bro. Her lack of maturity and fear of her mother, combined with just the senseless death. She's more scared of her mother finding out about her pregnancy than anything. Bro, this is not a human that should be out in society, bro. Aww. Damn, bro. Dude. And yeah, she also says nothing was crying. Like, yeah, she couldn't even see the baby, bro. It's just, it wasn't even a baby, bro. It was a thing for her. Bro, she knew what she was doing. She was pregnant. Yeah, no, she had options. She blatantly ignored everything. She ignored everything, bro. She ignored everything, dude. Everything. She could have done so many fucking things. And she got away. She could have given her up for adoption, bro. She's Bro, she's a 19-year-old girl. She could have gone to the hospital. They would have delivered the baby. She could have given it up for adoption. And her mother never needed to fucking know. Instead, this fucking cunt killed her fucking child and got away with it. Bro. Dude, you can leave the baby at the hospital and they'll give it up for adoption. She just... Don't you only have to pay like 10% of a month? Oh, bro, fuck yourself. Oh, don't even tell me that. Oh, my fucking God, man. Yeah, dude, this is, yeah, that's just sickening, dude. It's just sickening. Bro. Dude, it's just... And you know what's worse, bro? This girl's allowed to try again and try to have a child again. She's allowed to. She's going to be allowed to. Jesus fucking Christ, Dude, I would understand if she was 15, 16. I would say fuck, dude. 19. 9 fucking teen. I could understand if she was 14, 13, 15, 16, 19. No, bro. This is the worst. It's literally the worst conviction we have ever seen on any Ewo video. This is just... It just makes me angry to think about that, dude. Oh, I wanted to see this one. Man randomly confesses to a murder during routine traffic stop. What the fuck? Bro, look at this.
Juntos multiplicamos esfuerzos en favor de la...
Oof. Bro, look at this.